Kendra Jade, born on April 19, 1977, in Northampton, Massachusetts, emerged into public consciousness as a model and film actress in the late 1990s. Over time, her name became associated not only with the entertainment industry but also with celebrity gossip, addiction struggles, and eventually, reality television therapy. Her participation in shows such as Sex Rehab with Dr. Drew and Sober House transformed her public identity from that of an erotic starlet to a figure seeking personal redemption and rehabilitation. The arc of her public life serves as a poignant reflection of America's fascination with fame, fallibility, and the hope of transformation. Kendra Jade's life story unfolds within a broader cultural and historical landscape that reflects changing American attitudes toward sexuality, addiction, fame, and rehabilitation. The rise of reality television in the early 2000s allowed formerly marginalized or scandal-associated figures, especially film stars, to reintroduce themselves to mainstream audiences in new contexts. Simultaneously, increasing societal awareness around mental health and addiction helped facilitate more open conversations around subjects that were once taboo. Kendra Jade's participation in televised therapy sessions is not merely personal but emblematic of how public healing and vulnerability became commodified in the age of reality TV and digital media. This video argues that Kendra Jade's journey from film stardom to recovery advocate exemplifies the interplay between personal transformation and media spectacle. Her trajectory offers insight into the societal contradictions surrounding female sexuality, celebrity culture, and addiction, demonstrating both the challenges and possibilities of self-reinvention in the public eye. Kendra Jade's initial foray into the film industry must be understood not merely as a career choice but as a reflection of broader gender dynamics, economic imperatives, and media opportunities of the 1990s. Born in a small town in Massachusetts, Jade moved to Southern California in her late teens in pursuit of fame and fortune. Her attractiveness and charisma quickly opened doors in modeling, and from there, she transitioned into the film world, a move not uncommon among women seeking fast economic mobility and visibility in an era obsessed with stardom. Her appearances in numerous films during the late 1990s and early 2000s coincided with the porn chic movement, during which film actors like Jenna Jameson and Ron Jeremy were increasingly mainstreamed, appearing on talk shows, reality programs, and even in music videos. Jade's work in entertainment offered her both a platform and a form of empowerment in an industry often seen as exploitative. Many women in erotica have described their work as liberating, especially when they retained control over their branding and contracts. However, this supposed empowerment often came at a high personal cost. The pressures of performing constantly for a male gaze, maintaining physical appearance, and adhering to industry demands can lead to psychological strain, substance abuse, and alienation. Jade's early success thus underscores a central paradox. The film industry offers both visibility and marginalization, wealth and stigma. Her early life foreshadows the internal conflict she would later face between the persona she projected and the personal void it concealed. Kendra Jade's rise to national attention was not limited to her work in entertainment. She quickly became a staple in tabloid culture through her relationships and rumored affairs with high-profile celebrities, including musicians and athletes. Her involvement in the late 1990s and early 2000s celebrity scene, most notably through associations with notorious parties and scandals, brought her both fame and infamy. At the time, American media was obsessed with the private lives of stars and pseudo-celebrities, giving rise to gossip websites, paparazzi culture, and reality TV programs that blurred the lines between news and voyeurism. Jade's name was frequently mentioned in celebrity blogs, often accompanied by salacious headlines and unverified rumors. This period in Jade's life illustrates the exploitative nature of fame, particularly for women whose public image is built around sexuality. While male celebrities involved in similar behaviors were often celebrated or excused, women like Jade were vilified and pathologized. She was simultaneously desired and judged, famous yet stigmatized, a duality that created immense psychological tension. Moreover, the pressure to sustain public interest led many pseudo-celebrities to engage in increasingly risky behaviors, often fueled by drugs, alcohol, and a need for validation. In Jade's case, the toll became increasingly visible, manifesting in erratic behavior, legal issues, and an eventual public breakdown. Her descent was a textbook example of the price of unrelenting public scrutiny and a culture that thrives on the spectacle of downfall. By the late 2000s, Kendra Jade's life took a dramatic turn. Her decision to appear on VH1's Sex Rehab with Dr. Drew in 2009 marked a pivotal moment in her personal and public journey. The show, hosted by addiction specialist Dr. Drew Pinsky, aimed to treat individuals struggling with sex addiction, a controversial diagnosis often met with skepticism. Jade's candidness on the show, including her admissions of childhood trauma, substance abuse, and toxic relationships, presented a stark contrast to her previous media image. For many viewers, this was their first glimpse of the woman behind the persona, a vulnerable human being grappling with pain, regret, and the hope of healing. The therapeutic narrative presented in Sex Rehab and its follow-up series Sober House was both powerful and problematic. On one hand, the shows provided a platform for public education about addiction and destigmatization. On the other hand, the presence of cameras raised ethical concerns about voyeurism and the commodification of trauma. Jade's participation was undeniably brave, but it also subjected her to renewed scrutiny. Critics questioned whether genuine recovery could occur in such an artificial environment, while supporters praised her openness and courage. Nevertheless, these programs helped reposition her image from that of a scandalous figure to a complex individual seeking redemption. They also raised important questions about how the media can both exploit and support those in crisis. Critics of reality-based therapy argue that shows like Sex Rehab risk sensationalizing serious issues for entertainment value. The presence of cameras, edited narratives, and contractual obligations may compromise the integrity of treatment, leading to performative rather than genuine behavior. In this view, Kendra Jade's televised recovery could be seen not as authentic healing but as another form of spectacle, a repackaged form of fame rooted in pain rather than pleasure. Moreover, the diagnosis of sex addiction itself remains controversial, with some mental health professionals questioning its validity and others warning against moral panic or over-pathologization of sexual behavior. However, such critiques, while valid in theory, overlook the tangible benefits these programs have offered participants and viewers alike. For Jade, appearing on Sex Rehab was not merely about salvaging her reputation. It was a step toward understanding the roots of her trauma and breaking free from destructive cycles. Her willingness to engage in therapy, admit vulnerability, and share her struggles publicly helped demystify addiction and reduce stigma. The visibility of such narratives, especially involving women from marginalized industries like entertainment, fosters empathy and challenges stereotypes. While the medium may be imperfect, the message, that healing is possible and that public figures are also human, resonates deeply. Kendra Jade's televised recovery, despite its flaws, played a crucial role in shifting the discourse around addiction, trauma, and the potential for transformation. Kendra Jade's life and career embody the complexities of navigating fame, female sexuality, addiction, and redemption in the modern media landscape. From her early years in the entertainment industry to her entanglements in tabloid scandals, and ultimately to her brave journey through recovery on national television, Jade's story reflects larger societal contradictions. Her trajectory illustrates how women in the public eye are both celebrated and punished for their sexuality, and how the very culture that elevates them can also lead to their unraveling. Yet, her later efforts at healing, particularly through reality television, demonstrate that even within exploitative frameworks, there exists room for growth, honesty, and transformation. Ultimately, Kendra Jade's public life is a testament to the complicated interplay between personal transformation and media spectacle. Her journey underscores the challenges of reclaiming identity in a culture that profits from both fame and failure. More importantly, it reveals how the human capacity for resilience and change can break through even the most rigid molds of public perception. Jade's narrative is not just about addiction or redemption. It is about the power of storytelling to reframe a life once defined by spectacle into one of substance. In a society increasingly obsessed with exposure, confession, and transformation, Kendra Jade's life serves as both a cautionary tale and a source of inspiration. Her willingness to face her demons in front of millions, to confront the shadows of her past, and to advocate for mental health awareness reaffirms the enduring human desire for redemption. As viewers and participants in this culture, we are called not only to witness but to reflect, to ask how we treat those who falter and whether we truly believe in their ability to change. In that sense, the story of Kendra Jade is also a story about us. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.